I wanna be down. I know.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. We're going to get into gift discernment and watching the company you keep. Stay tuned. People see your gifts before you do. A lot of people will see a lot of the gifts that you possess way before you have come to the realization that you have it. And then when they realize it, you will notice a shift in energy. There will be people who are jealous of you or envious of you, and you will have no idea why. You're like, wow, why are they acting like that towards me? And the whole time they saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself. I've had this happen a couple of times, and I'm just like, why don't these people like me? What is it with me trying to make new friends in new places, and they just don't want to be my friend? I ain't did nothing to them. All I come in there, I come with a bright smile. What I was doing was talking too much. Sometimes you gotta shut up. I was talking too much. One thing, when I went into the salon environment, I started talking about how I create my own products. When I told this lady that, she was like, oh, you create your own product? Yeah, I take the time to research and make sure my products fit everybody. I want to make sure that if you got a peanut allergy, I don't have anything with any type of tree nuts in it. If you got any type of coconut, I want to make sure my products don't have coconut. I went on to just explain, like, yeah, I take the time to sit there, put it in the mold, melt it down, mix it up, do all that, wait overnight, do all this type of stuff just to make sure my products are good for my customers. She was like, oh, well, I just order mine bulk from a company and put my label on it. I said, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I want to make sure that my products work for me as well as everybody else. And I understand. I don't care how good a person's review is. When you spend time, those products are intimate to you. So I make my own products. She was like, oh, okay. Like, you know, and I dismissed it. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I do that, and I do hair. And then I was like, yeah, and I also create my own flyers. What? You know how to create your own flyers? Yeah, I create my own flyers. I create my own flyers too. Wow, you did all that? I showed her my flyers. She's like, wow, you did all that? I was like, yeah. Then we went on to talk about marketing websites and booking sites and service and product sites. She was like, yeah, you can go into. I said, oh, well, no, I create my own website too. So I showed her my website. She was like, oh, you did that? You created your own website? I was like, yeah, I took the time to create my own website. Make sure it was on there the way I wanted it on there and everything. She was like, oh, well, you just have multiple hats. I said, yeah. Like with my business, I don't take that as something to play with. So I want to make sure everything that I do is dear to me, from my products to my marketing to this. She said, what about reels? You know, you can go and create a reel. I said, yeah, on CapCut, I know how to do that too. So I just kept on. Every time that she was telling me things that could be done and how I could pay someone, I'm like, no, everything that everybody's paying people to do, I do those. I edit my reel. Mind you, I'm telling her, like, yeah, I can show you how to do it. I'm not telling her and throw it in her face. I'm really just telling her, like, yeah, no, I know how to do this. I've done this. I've been doing this a while now. I know how to do it. I just haven't put myself out there. I don't market myself the way I should. Fast forward a couple weeks, she noticed that I had only came to the shop like 2 or 3 times, right? She's like, well, how do you pay your bills? I said, well, I have a fiance. Oh, mind you, this woman is married. I'm like, yeah, like, my fiance pays my bills. Need anything, I'm supported in that area. Oh, okay. I said, and then on top of that, like, you can actually make a lot of money doing locks. Like, people pay $1,200 for sister locks. They pay $1,000 sometimes for reattachments. Like, sometimes all I need is 2 or 3 clients. So if you don't see me in here, I've made my money for the week. So I close my books so that I can have some personal time to focus on my other businesses. Y'all, that lady would sit there. I would look up sometimes. I just see it staring at me. So yeah, sometimes the problem is that you just talk too much. No matter how excited that you are about your skills and abilities, some people will find that as a threat, and they will think that you were trying to brag, and the whole time you're like, no, I've just taken time to learn how to do things, as could you. Everybody got the same 24 hours, but understand that sometimes people to use their 24 hours to be a hater.
Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. You gotta be grateful. You need haters.
Okay, so I'm back. My phone died, so I didn't get to finish recording the video on that topic. But yeah, people will hate you for gifts that you are not knowledgeable about. But have discernment when dealing with certain people, because dealing with the wrong person can drain you of all of your energy to even perform to show people your gifts. So an example of that is the same lady, mind you, this was my experience working in a salon. When I would go into that job, I would just feel so drained, y'all. I didn't want to dress up. I didn't want to get cute. I literally would wear sweatpants and flip-flops and be like, ugh. And by the time I was there, I was just so tired. Like, I'm like, why am I so tired? Why do I usually like to get the lashes on. I like to be cute. I like to do all this stuff. But every time I stepped into that environment with that lady, I just felt very nervous, very just weird. Like, I felt so weird being around her. Shaking, doing people's hair. Like, that's how weird the energy was. Like, I was just like, And you'll experience people who just naturally flock to you because of the gifts. You got to be careful of them too. Because as soon as they realize that you are somebody they can bite off of or learn off of, they will do it in the most vindictive ways. Like, there's those that are attracted to you for your traits because you are who you are and they think you're magical, and there's those that just want to snake off of you, leech off of you. Walk in your power always. Don't ever let anybody make you feel like your presence, your gifts, your talents, your achievements, your life, people be wanting your whole life, are things that you need to not be proud about and speak on. And your accomplishments, even if it's, oh, my man loves me, or oh, my woman loves me, or whatever it is that you like or enjoy, is nothing that you should ever be ashamed of. It is not your responsibility to dim your light for anybody's insecurity. That is an internal thing that they need to work on. Confidence is beautiful. It's powerful. And when you are confident and strong and standing in your power and your light, you are unstoppable. Yeah, long story short, discover your gifts before the next person discovers them for you. So with that being said, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great and amazing day. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And share this with somebody that may need to hear this message, because it's a lot of times that people will just start to be invisible. They want to fit in, and they'll be invisible to people. I'm gonna do a part 2 on this, where I talk about why I switched from the salon environment to my own suite.
Trust in me. I can't. You said I can't trust in you.